And then after the whole story is told, which is kind of long, but still very, very weird and very fascinating, the Gold Dragonborn finally ends with, and so I guess the moral of the story is don't hang out with the Cybriacs, and definitely whenever you can, don't let people tell you what they think your body should look like, even if they think that it's cool. And so yeah, hi everybody, and welcome to Orkira Plays Baldur's Gate 3, where you might notice a few things different on my friend here. Yeah. So here's what happened. So let me explain. No, wait, let me sum up. No, let me explain. So the wings. I've talked about this before. I've talked about how, yeah, there's mods out there that will add the wings. And the original intent was I was going to play through the whole game. And the only mods I was going to have was just to have the entire party in my game. And then there were a couple of other, like, little things, like being able to have the custom dice and all the dies and everything. And that was it. And after the end of the game, I was going to go back to, like, you know, somewhere in the middle of Act 3 and do, like, Modapalooza, and one of the mods was gonna be the wings. And then yesterday, I was trying to create, let me actually show, so usually at the end of the show, I show off this other stream that I do. Here we go. So, I have this other stream that I do on Fridays that is Shadows over Baldur's Gate, where we play literally in the aftermath of Baldur's Gate 3. And I play this other Dragonborn up there, Udazash, that you can see, with fantastic art. The artist's name I've forgotten, but I will get it for you. Anyway, so there's Udazash. She is a Fey she's a Fey Ranger. She's the Fey Wanderer Ranger, which is a subclass that is not in Baldur's Gate 3. And so at the game last Friday, Omega Jones, who is, you can see that they're currently on here as Gideon, but they're playing a different character currently. And if you want to know why, you'll just have to watch the show. They've been playing Baldur's Gate 3 on their channel and then raiding into Crit Hit Chronicles before we play. And so we got into a discussion about, we should all play as our characters in Baldur's Gate 3, before we should just play together as our characters, which I think would be a lot of fun, and a lot of us were very excited about. So yesterday, when I was prepping for today's game, because minor spoilers, behind the scenes, in case it's not obvious, I spend a couple of minutes on Saturdays making sure that everything is set up. I make sure that, all the overlays are updated. I make sure everything is all updated. I make sure that the game is updated. It happened to me once or twice before where I went to go start to stream, and then Steam was like, so we need to update. And I'm like, well, I'm going to be late to the stream now. So I've just started on Saturdays at some point, spending a little bit of time. And so after I'd done that, I'm like, so I wonder how close can I get to creating Udazash, who's my other Dragonborn character, in Baldur's Gate 3. And while I knew that I couldn't do the ranger subclass that she is, here, I'll show her off again because the art is just gorgeous. The art makes me happy. As you'll probably see, she's got a very long snout. She's very much she's a very lanky Dragonborn. She's got the curved horns and the spikes and everything. And the Dragonborn in this game, and let's go back to the game. Bump. Well, it's not been a big deal for Orkira. The Dragonborn in this game are... Come on, there we go.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Their snouts are a little more... pugged in. And it's not been as big of a deal for Orkira because she didn't have, that... It wasn't quite as pronounced. But Udazash had has a snout on her. So I started down the road of, well, Dragonborn don't have a huge amount of customization options native to the game, but this game's been out for forever. Let's see what other mods are out there that will allow me to do some other things. And about an hour and a half later, I'd gone down the rabbit hole of mods, which included finding various versions of the subclass that she was and all kinds of things. But one of the other things I came across, which I don't know if I could get a really good view here. So one of the other mods I came across was, oh geez, it is a real bad view. Here, Orkira, come out into the light. See, she now has digigrade legs, which canonically with Dragonborn and with a bunch of other races, that's the legs that they have. And digigrade meaning that they're on their toes, but it's the weird backward legs. And so I'm like, it's always kind of bothered me that she's been walking around with like human feet. It's weird, right? Like, it's weird. And so I downloaded that mod. And then I knew about the wing mod, and then it just kind of went from there. So at the moment, the only two mods that I've added are the digigrade legs, which don't do anything mechanical to the game. It literally just does that. And I was very impressed. One of the other reasons I was willing to just go for the digigrade legs was I was very impressed with the mod. Let me grab the mod maker's name. It'll be a little hard to pull on up real quick. How very committed they were to there we go. How very committed they were to saying, hey, listen, we're going to make sure that this doesn't like clip with other armor, that this works with all of the in-game stuff so that you don't have to worry about your new legs working weird with other armor pieces and leg pieces and feet pieces, and that it'll work. And as you can probably see, like, she moves around pretty nice, and like it looks real good. And oh god, here comes everybody. All right, so yeah, the mod maker for this is Akela, Akelka, and the name of that mod is Claw Step Dragon. It's technically called Dragonborn Female Body, because the other thing it does is, so it gives a slimmer silhouette, higher hips, wider hips so that the digigrade legs work, and no breasts, which is kind of a nice side benefit of this because they're reptiles. Don't get me started. I'm not gonna get started. But the main point of it was the digigrade legs. And so I've had also in my back pocket Chuloco, Chuloco, Wings Unlocked, which is the Wings mod. And I've literally had it downloaded, but I just haven't had it enabled for when I was going to do the thing. So I'm like, well, if I'm going to give her the legs, I'm going to give her the wings. So she now has the wings. And what I've liked about this mod is how, depending on the kind of wings, it comes with a whole bunch of different wings. You can do angel wings and demon wings and devil wings and blah, blah, blah. But like I didn't have to pick this color. It automatically matched to her skin tone, scale tone kind of thing. Here's the thing, though, and this is both good and bad. Because it gave her wings, it also gave her a fly. And so, yes, she can fly, and give her a nice little flap animation and everything. Like, it's very nicely done.
Just 3 times. Only
boop, 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 boop. There she goes. And now, canonically, in the regular game, oh, there we go. Canonically in the game, she does have a fly speed. So this is the other thing I'm going to do. So at this point now, I've given her her fly speed, and I've got 3 billion people in the party, and I've been talking for a while about how I don't feel bad about the fact that I've made the combat super easy because of the fact that I got 10 people in my party. But I felt like also giving Orkira a fly speed and everything else going on. Hi, Banana Mobster. Welcome on in. I think I'm going to do one other change that I haven't actually done yet. So when I picked the difficulty for the game, I went with balanced, because I do a balanced adventure full of challenging choices, which in my opinion, when you're playing normally, when you don't have a bunch of mods, when you're not doing all the other things, I think for just regular gameplay is the best way to play. I think it is kind of the best. I think it's the most balanced. I think you get all the cool gameplay choices, and it's a challenging combat. But I've kind of stacked the deck against the combat, right? I've got 10 level 12 characters in my party. So I'm thinking of upping to tactician. Now I don't want to go, there's another one that lets you do where like if you die, that's it. You friggin' die and that's it. I don't want to do that one. Because something will go wrong, and then the next thing I know, I can't play. Was it honor mode? Yeah, honor mode. I'm not doing honor mode. I don't even think I have. It won't even let me do honor mode. I guess not. Yeah, explore it just. But yeah, I'm thinking of upping to tactician. And I know it's kind of, here we are at the end of the game for the last couple of fights. For like the end, and so maybe it's a little too late, but I did feel that twinge of like, okay, if I'm gonna go ahead and give Orkira the fly speed, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time. So yeah. So let's make things a little tougher. All right. With all that out of the way. So yes, now Orkira has wings, and we've made the combat a bit tougher. I still do believe with my knowledge of how these combats, my knowledge of how the game goes, and how most of these combats are supposed to work, and the fact I get 10 people in my party, I still do think I've overstacked the game. But, tactician, I think, will make it at least a little more challenging. With all that in mind, if you are new to watching my streams, yes, spoilers are allowed because, as it's probably obvious, I have played the game before. And it's been out for a while, and so spoilers, there will be spoilers. Chat is welcome to make suggestions. So if you are in either my Moonbeam realm or on the Dungeon Scrawlers Twitch, I'm pointing over here like those of you online can see, but my Twitch chats are up over here. And so, hi, everybody. You're more than welcome to make suggestions. I might not take the suggestions because I am playing a very specific character.
Can't give up now.
Who won't give up now, who now has digigrade legs and wings. And so, I might make those suggestions depending on who she actually is. And so you just gotta be graceful. You have to accept not taking the suggestions gracefully. And also remember to drink water, have snacks, and be nice. All right, so what are we doing today besides all of that? Besides all of this? Well, it's time to enter the House of Hope. I don't consider this a side quest. I consider this part of the main quest. I really consider this as, like, integral. But technically, you don't have to do this as part of the main game. But yeah, we're gonna go to hell. We're gonna go to hell.
The Devil's Fee.
We're gonna go in on here, and we're gonna find our way to specifically the House of Hope, and we are going to steal a hammer. We're gonna try to find Maul's contract, which I know where it is. We're gonna free a light cleric because gotta help my homies. And we're probably gonna kill Raphael. We're definitely gonna kill Raphael. I don't think we're gonna get through all of it in one day because it's a lot. But let's see what we do. All right. First off, let's talk to the person that can get us to hell.
I welcome thee to the Devil's Fee, where every hellish curio's a rarity. So merry be, and shop with glee.
Oh no. Definitely something up with this one. Trust me.
I definitely trust you, but I gotta admit, the rhyming was very cool. Also, yes, the mod specifically has the wings hide during cutscenes, which I think is actually a good thing because, first off, could you imagine the wings here? It would just, we wouldn't be able to see Karlach or Jahira's face, which would be awful. And second, it would probably just cause problems. So, let's see what you've got on offer.
Excellent decision.
Okay. Well, let's sell our wares, and then we need to have a discussion with her about other things. But also, we're gonna buy all of your potions. That's Alchemist Fire. Lush Burgundy. Not just Burgundy, lush Burgundy. Is there anything in here that... Bloodlust, Web Grenade, Well of Sharpness, Random Skull. We're just looking to see because being able to resist fire damage is always nice. Okay.
Coin and time most fortuitously spent.
Okay. And now, oh, okay, where are you going? I need to talk to you about other things.
Your esteemedness returns. Oh, joyous hour.
Okay, I'm supposed to be able to talk to her about, going to hell.
A most excellent decision.
How do I talk to her about going to hell? Did I mess something up? I don't want to buy anything back.
Coin and time most fortuitously spent.
I'm doing something wrong. No. No, put your stuff away. Put your stuff away. Put your stuff away.
Something over there.
Brighten up a loved one's grave with a bouquet.
What?
Freshly picked.
What am I?
That's curious.
You know, it's always a bad thing when Orkira fails a perception check. What am I looking at? I don't want to use it. I just want to look at it. Examine.
Never seen a gem like this. Bet it's a fake.
These are real hellish gems. Some of Menauros' hoard.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, hold on.
I
Gale.
applaud your taste.
Infernal gems, straight from Menauros. Rare, to say the least.
Okay. Maybe I need to just make it obvious. Is going to hell euphemism like, is she at the start of a weed quest? Hi, Sundry Clowncar. No, actually, in this case, but we are
Mind my step.
we're going to Avernus.
What's that?
It's an Arcana failure. I mean, let's face it, it's Orkira. She's gonna fail an Arcana.
Its head's had quite a journey. The devil of the fugue plane, I believe.
No time to rest.
No ordinary curio. Such an item would only be found in the collection of a true diabolist.
Okay. Yeah, I think I need to.
A replica devilish skull. Impressive, if a little out of place.
It's not a replica, Orkira. It's not.
Afraid that's the genuine article. From a Gargatula, no
Fiend's
doubt.
Skull.
Big
Judging by the
bastards.
size. A Gargatula?
Hey, Imp in my head. Hello. Welcome on in. Okay. Hopefully
How
that.
much further can I go?
Hopefully that's enough of proving that she's actually been to hell that now I can talk with her about hell.
Your esteemedness returns. Oh, joyous hour.
Hey, here we go. Show me the really good stuff.
Well, well. It's been a while since I've had such discerning custom. Here, you may browse my more curated selection.
I mean, also, we'll just buy all of your potions. I know your potions are not from hell, but we'll keep buying them. Incense, hyena ear. Cantrips targeting foes and allies can target an additional creature. The same targets can be chosen twice. That's cool. When you make a spell attack roll, you can spend a sorcerer point to gain advantage. The cost one sorcerer point per level. I don't got any sorcerers. Oil of Bane. I got enough animal speaking, which is fun to say. Circle of Death. Oof. Darkness. Do I want to get Circle of Death? I might pick that up. Dimension Door. I'm gonna grab a Dimension Door. Phantasmal Killer. Spell save. I think I sold that to her. Yeah. Some of this is the stuff I sold. Take half damage. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, Chiron hair. That's one of those things. It's like, how did you get hair of a Chiron? How? You know what? I don't want to know. I don't want to know because then I'm gonna have to tell a friend of mine. Glad I got my orange chicken before you descended, right? Curated selection sounds fun. Just pull the hell adjacent stuff on the counter as if they mistreat it and immediately go to hell. She'd know who she's dealing with. Yeah, you know. I mean, I'm buying the Chiron hair just so that I can make those potions. Yeah, okay.
Now you've seen what I have for thee. Remember, discretion is key at the Devil's Fee.
Okay, before I talk to her again and see if I can do things, we're gonna give you keep Dimension Door. We're giving Circle of Death. I think we're giving this to Will. He needed some other stuff. And then we now have all these other potions. Supreme healing? That's greater. Superior. Supreme. Yeah, let's give you a nice chunk of those. And yeah, you don't. Okay, that works. Let's split these. And who else? Who else is missing healing potions? Yeah, Lizelle, you're running a little bit low, especially for someone who's going into a melee. All right, let's try talking to her again. I would like to go to hell, please.
My most perceptive, prospective customer. Welcome back.
I'm interested in the hells themselves. Aha!
Truly? That's remarkable. I like to deal with remarkable people. Very well.
Okay.
You stand before Mammon's picklock, latchkeeper of the 9 hells. My business is not information, nor hellish curios. Not really.
Yeah, I kind of
I
figured.
break people into the hells. That's my thing.
Raphael told me the Crown of Curse was stolen from Mephistopheles. Were you involved in that?
Lord Gortash wanted to steal something from Mephistopheles, so I punched a portal into the Archdevil's dusty vaults. And then oh, gosh, My fickle memory fails. If only something would jog it.
Let's start with 100.
I mean, I suppose that'll do. Stingy bastard.
I mean, we gotta start
Baldur
somewhere.
stole the crown of Carsus, pissed off Mephistopheles, but rather intrigued another devil by the name Raphael. His House of Hope is furnished with a great deal of treasures, many related to Carsus. But alas, he lacks the crown itself. He's rather ambitious. One can only wonder what he has planned for the crown.
Oh, we know.
The answers to that can probably be found within his house.
I think it's about time we imposed ourselves on Raphael's hospitality for a change.
I have to say, like, she's not necessarily the nicest. Dealing with who she deals with. I mean, no one who deals with Mammon is to be trusted. But her eye makeup is friggin' on point. Yeah, can you help me breaking the house of
What
hope?
a fascinating proposition. Ludicrous, of course, but fascinating nevertheless. Very well. If you wish to die in Avernus, that's your business. Mine is charging you for it. Of course, such a task will require quite the substantial donation to Lord Mammon's coffers.
Such a task would be tantamount to suicide. Do not even entertain it.
It's a little too late now. I don't have that much money. Waive the fee and I'll add one of Raphael's artifacts to your collection. You'll have the price or I'll have you. Yeah. We're gonna go this because, yeah. Oof. We're gonna guidance. Ooh, that's difficult. Ooh, well, good thing I am persuasive.
You put me in a difficult position, mortal. You are almost certain to fail.
Are you sure?
Almost. And so, there is a chance you might succeed.
More than a chance.
Fine. I'd like to be able to carry all of my precious stock without the need of a team of oxen. There are gauntlets of hill giant strength within the House of Hope. Free passage, and you fetch them for me. Deal?
Deal.
Allow me to outline how this is going to work. First, you were never here. We never spoke.
Absolutely.
Second, you will perform the rites yourself. I want absolute deniability. Here's the grimoire and necessary components. Oh, take this key, too. It unlocks the ritual room upstairs. There's a blood circle already drawn. Don't ask whose blood.
I wasn't gonna.
Along with the grimoire and components, Helsik hands you a note containing precise instructions for performing the ritual.
That's good.
Finally, you were never here. That is of utmost import to remember. Now be gone.
What are you talking about? I was never here. None of us were here. Remember that, everybody. None of us were ever here. Even when we come back. Okay.
I strongly suggest that you reconsider this course of action.
And if you were never here,
Whatever
there was
you
never a
expect
deal.
to gain from the Hells is not worth the risk of traveling there uninvited.
If you were never here, there was never a deal. Imp in my head. So here's the interesting thing. You're 100% right, but I think Orkira's an honorable enough-ish sort that as long as this dwarf doesn't betray her, we're gonna give her the gauntlets. Like, we made this deal. We're gonna give her the gauntlets. We're gonna get them and we're gonna give them to her. You know, like, this deal was a deal. Honestly, like, we might not like Mammon, but as far as she was concerned, concerned. As far as us dealing with this dwarf is concerned, this was all on the up and up. She didn't even really treat us badly. So, remember, idle tongues do the devil's work. Tim Curry gave her a good deal. I mean, if it's Tim Curry as Mammon, then yeah. Okay, so... Do I already have the stuff? I think I already have the stuff. Or do I get it out of the chest? To open the portal, you must place the ritual items in the proper place in the blood star. Place a skull on the star point near the altar. Place the coin of Mammon on the next point to the right. Counting clockwise, skip a point and place the diamond on the next one. Place the incense on the point that follows the diamond. Finally, place the infernal marmor in the center of the star. Okay, I think it's in here. Nope, that's locked. Okay, where am I? Do I get it? Is it on the desks or Helsinki's? I don't need it. I thought she gave me all the stuff. Oh, here's the pouch. Okay. Okay. Yep. And beep. And burp. And burp. And we gotta make sure we get the right skull because Murray stays with us. Okay. We don't need the pouch. Okay. So, place the skull on the star point near the altar. I believe that is the altar? Yes. Okay. Come here. Nope. Nope. Where'd the skull go?
Flowers, every color of the rainbow. Right here.
Where'd it go? Where'd the... Did it just drop in the correct spot? Drill power shuffler. Where did the... Did I just put it back into the pouch? Where'd the skull go? Alright. I'm a bit annoyed. Where'd the damn skull go? I might have to give up Murray. Hey, everybody, I might have to give up Murray. What the hell?
What's inside?
I am... Or reload. I mean, am I supposed to reload with... First? Here, hold on. Maybe it's on there and I just can't see it anymore. Place the coin of Mammon on the next point to the right. Okay, coin. So you go... Oh, there's a skull. Okay. Yeah, give me the skull. Put the skull there. Put it there. Put it there. There we go. I'm like, it needs to glow. Place the coin of Mammon counterclockwise. Skip a point and place a diamond on the next one. So not you, but you. Place the coin. Place a diamond. I don't know why I was saying coin. So you. Well. There we go. Place the incense on the point that follows the diamond. Blunk. Finally, place the infernal marble. Why am I having such a hard time saying marble? In the center of the star. And before we do that, here we will save. About to go to hell. All right, everybody, hold on to your britches. Boop.
You were wise to reject the devil's offer, but there is no reason to provoke him by invading his home.
everybody, let's invade his home. Are you sure you want to go? Want is a strong word, but yes. Wonder what type of incense that was. Neg champ. I mean, let's admit it. It wasn't anything good. Oh, Karlach wants to chat. Always chat with Karlach.
Gods, I can't believe I'm doing this. We're gonna get out of here, right?
Absolutely.
Get in, get the hammer, and go. Easy. We won't get trapped here.
Nope.
We won't get dragged deeper into Avernus.
Nope.
We won't.
Nope.
On the bright side, my engine finally feels normal. Like it isn't about to explode. I gotta admit, that's pretty nice. Let's find that hammer and get out of here before I get used to feeling like I might live.
Aw. I like this lady. She has her priorities straight. Right? Be funny if it was cinnamon. In my head, it's the devil. We're not going to hell. Ooh, cinnamon. I actually wouldn't be surprised. Oh, we should sign the guest book. We should absolutely sign the guest book. Also, for those of you who have not played through this before, although I can't imagine anybody's watching this who hasn't played through this before, we're just going to take a moment and listen to the background music. Because that's just going to, you know, hint at things to come.
The Emperor is...
You came. Such a shame. Curiosity killed all the cats. It won't be so kind to you.
As the woman speaks, you hear a distant rattle of chains, and she winces in pain.
The jailer will hear us. I shouldn't be talking to you. I must go. It's not kind to me.
The figure flickers and starts to dim from view, but you sense she could be convinced to return.
Maybe I can help you get free of whoever's hurting you.
The figure shimmers brightly. Your words seem to have piqued her curiosity.
I hope so. But it is a faint hope. Just like me. I can't leave. I could only suffer. But I'm supposed to do that in silence. Everyone here hates me for what I am. I'm the thing that kills you and the only reason you're alive. Made by a promise, undone by the truth. A handshake, a hug, the first beat of a newborn's heart. I am hope. What little is left of her. A guttering candle in a universe of night. I'm not much of a friend to anyone anymore. But I could use a friend myself. Do you want a friend to guide you through this madhouse? I hear the jailer. It hears me. It'll call Raphael, make every question count. Make some of them count twice.
Have a good lurk.
You must ask of the Orphic Hammer.
Banana mobster.
Without it, the Prince of the Comet and the Githyanki people remain forever chained.
I mean, she's right.
Discovered an ancient Gith prince in need of a savior? The Orphic Hammer is the perfect tool for breaking all infernal chains. Hope can help. The hammer is here in this house. It's...
You hear a sound like the rattle of a chain, and an agonizing scream in your head as hope flickers from view momentarily.
Shh. Quiet. There it goes. Everyone here is mad. Even you, especially me. And that makes them dangerous, but it also makes them stupid. I'll make you seem as ruined as the rest of the people here. A simple glamour to make you a terrible wretch. Now whisper your questions, little wretch. But really quiet and very clever. Concentrate.
And speak as quietly, charisma, wisdom, cleric. Yeah, I mean, we're... Oh, why does it have to be religion, though? No! Not religion! That's unfair. That's unfair. This game should know better. That's not fair. All right, well, I'm going to be wise because I'm not smart. And because look at that. We're going to go with wisdom.
Remember, quiet as a mouse.
What danger should I prepare for?
Can the fly prepare for the spider? Can the soot prepare for the spin? You're dead, dead, dead. All of them. The traps and the monsters and the humongous balls of fire.
I need to find the Orphic hammer.
The same place you'll find your sorry little soul when Raphael rips it out. In the archive, down the corridor, past the debtor. Oh, the debtors. They won't like you. But I like you. I know I do. I think I do. I hope I do. I just need to ask one question, and I'll know for sure.
What is it?
Can you save me? Please, 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 please.
If I can, I will. What needs to be done?
All right. You have to listen very, very, very closely. I will say this only once. Find the key, take the hammer, smash my chains. Find the key, take the hammer, smash my chains. Find the key, take the hammer, smash my chains. But be careful, when you take the hammer, the fire will come, and Raphael, you must run, 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 run. But don't forget me. Please, please, please. I don't want to burn. Not again.
The rattle of chains echoes louder from unseen places, and without a scream or a sigh, hope disappears.
And now we all look kind of dingy. Actually, do we all look, or is it just the four of us who are? Yeah, because Zell is still looking pretty cool. Everybody's still looking pretty cool except for, yep, except for a couple of us. So here you go. This is how you can see who the game thinks are the four of us who are in the party. It's me, Shadowheart, Gale, and Astarion. Because actually no, because Karlach also looks. Oh no, because this Gale is looking normal. So it's me, Shadowheart, Gale, and Karlach. Because yeah, everybody else is in their normal armor. But that's okay. Imp in my head, hate to tell you, we've spoken to lots of animals. Mice are little chatterboxes. They are, but they are quiet chatterboxes, in fairness. Welcome to WretchCon. I'm sure you'll get your lanyards before entering. You know, WretchCon, it's like, I was about to say FireCon. What was it? Firefest. It's like Firefest. It's just as good. Okay, I was gonna look at this plaque.
Come in from the cold.
Yeah, like there's not a lot of cold. Okay. Guest book. Yeah. Please sign below. Invited guests with boudoir privileges. Hallister Blackcloak, of course. High Inquisitor Verilis Receptor. Diabolic Audit. Involuntary guests. Feast Hall access only. Meal Plan D. Silvaros, yeah. Thavius Krieg. Damned. Sir Bluto's Son's Pit. Oh, nobody. Okay.
Rest your weary soul.
There ain't no rest for the wicked. Okay, let's do this.
Damn. I swore I'd never come back to the Hells. And here I am.
Fate has a way of pulling us along with or without our approval.
Escaping fate happens to be my speciality.
Yeah. It's alright. We got this.
This place
and no exits.
Yeah, that's a feast and a half, right? Let's not eat anything in here.
I'll take that.
Oh, no, let's not take it. Oh, geez, please don't walk on the table.
You shouldn't be here. None of us should.
I do want to read it. Record written in Raphael's own hands, detailing the adventures of various travelers in Faerun, including yours. The desperate will do anything to get out of a bind. That mind flayer toys with its food will become hungry soon enough, and they'll have proven such malleable little things. Crown for the hammer, more than a reasonable trade, I should think. There we go.
I have something to ask.
Another sorry soul come to wander these halls. What do you seek?
What is your name? Tell me what you know of this place.
Despite appearances, this whole house is more of a prison than a parlor. Most here have no choice but to remain. I am one such. This is not my home, but I can never leave.
Ties you to this house.
I was an architect in life, a builder of tombs and temples, but mostly of towers. My proudest work reached for the stars and sought to dry Selluna's tears. It was a monument to life and to virtue, and a happy home to my master for many years.
Who is your master?
A great general, a greater man, Ketheric Thorm. When tragedy came, my master fell into darkness and despair.
Yeah.
He marshaled a great army to ruin the world and bring all into shadow. I could not let it happen. I sought out the devil, Raphael, and signed an infernal pact with him. He promised to destroy my master's army, and I promised him my soul in return. The devil was true to his word. Fiends slaughtered my master's forces, but he endured somehow and blighted the land.
Your intervention pushed Ketheric deeper into darkness. He became a chosen. That's not what happened. No. What pushed Ketheric deeper into darkness was the death of his daughter, and Merkel took advantage of it.
Then all came to pass as I had hoped, though a century too late for my family and friends. Your actions may have justified the price of my soul. I thank you. Tell me, what became of my pride? What became of Moonrise Towers?
Tower still stands, but it's a hollow place now. We healed the land and lifted the shadow curse. I mean, that's... all three of these are kind of true, so we'll give him some hope.
I did not think it possible. Thank you. My spirit smiles for the first time in a century. Now go. Finish your business here and leave while you can.
There we go. Offer a little bit of hope in a place that is...
I can't feel my legs. I can't feel my skin.
Okay.
Without hope's disguise, the damned soul realizes you are an imposter in their hells.
Why'd my
and is about
disguise
to
go away?
raise the alarm.
Why'd my... Oh. Well, what the hell? Literally, what the hell? What kicked it off? I went through a door and my disguise went away. Did I go through the... I didn't know I went through the wrong door, I guess? Yeah, I guess I was supposed to go that way. I didn't... Oh. I am gonna... Oh. Okay, hold on. All right, let's reload. At this point, it shouldn't have happened. I mean, or maybe it should have. I don't know. That. See, and now, like, if that kicks off like that, then I'm just fighting my way through the whole thing, and I don't get to. Oh. And then the game just. Okay, give me a second. The whole game just collapsed on me. Give me a second. Let me reload the game. That was weird. Or maybe it's a glitch with the party mod. Maybe my guess is I went the wrong way. Although it didn't give me a really good indication of that was going to be a bad way to go. I will go the other way this time. Because I know, like... I know there's a couple places in where it is going to kick off. But yeah, like, as soon as I saw the rolling sphere, I'm like, oh, now everything is going to try to kill me. I went around the whole place. That didn't happen. Oh, all right. Hold on. Let's... All right. Well, we'll speed through our discussion with Hope, and we'll save, and then we'll go talk to the guy, and we'll save, and we'll go left instead of right. Yeah. Yeah, up in my head, I'm not sure. Something about the door. Something about the door got rid of the disguise. Okay.
Gods, I can't believe I'm doing this.
Yep.
Get in.
Yep.
On the bright side.
Yep.
Let's find that
Yep. We're gonna come here.
As the figure flickers and starts to dim from view. But you sense she could be convinced the figure...
I hope I can't.
Yep.
Hear the shield discover.
You hear us.
Now whisper your questions,
We're
little
gonna
rat.
wisdom because
really
doesn't
quiet and very clever.
Go.
Concentrate.
I'm concentrating.
Quiet as a mouse. The same pleasure. But I like you. I know I do.
What is it?
Can you save me?
If I can, I will.
All right, but don't.
The rattle of chain.
There's nothing.
Okay, I didn't quite get as far as I wanted to, but that's
One
okay.
day I'll catch a break.
Let's talk to the nice guy. Where is the nice guy?
And all of the guests will be
Oh, there he is. Don't get on the table. Orkira, what are you doing?
I swore I'd never come back to the Hells, and here I am.
You shouldn't be here. Way of pulling us along with.
Let's let them finish their conversation.
Escaping fate happens to be my speciality.
Another sorry soul come to wander these halls.
Tell me what you know this place.
I am one such.
Ties you here.
It was a monk of death
wrong?
when tracked him up. The devil was true to his word. Fiends slaughtered my master, a great general, a greater man.
Killed
and all,
him.
tell me.
Killed the
Now,
land. There we go. Hey, Pink Waffle, welcome on in. Okay, we're gonna save just in case something is going wrong. Okay. In hope. We'll just call it in hope. Okay. So I guess we'll go this way because something set off something over here. So we'll go this way. Right?
I can't.
Nope, this is the wrong way again.
I can't feel my skin.
This way.
Gale,
Oop.
you will perhaps be able to explain where Baldur is not. What exactly is the difference between a devil and a demon?
Ah, fascinating question. One that boils down to which criteria
Oh,
we choose to
dear.
apply. Are we speaking about the physiological, theological, etymological?
Just how to kill a
Oh. Then for your purposes, they are exactly the same.
There you go. All right. Still going in the correct direction. Okay, that's locked. All right, let's try not going through a door.
Still breathing, despite everything.
This is where we came from? Being dungeon scrawlers, have you read, listened to Dungeon Crawler Carl? It sounds familiar, but no. I have not. Okay, wait a second. I think you want to examine those obelisks. In the room we first appeared in. Okay, so I know that when you fight... And once again, if you are unfamiliar with this stream, let me just remind everybody, there will be spoilers. There will be lots of spoilers. Okay, so I know when you do the final fight with Raphael, these pillars of souls become... you basically have to destroy them.
A chill emanates from the pillar. And you sense the sorrow of 1,000 damned souls trapped within.
So I do not believe there's anything you can do to them now, but once you get into the fight with Raphael at the end, these...
Your nerves rattle and your skin shivers. The pillar contains thousands of angry souls, eager to escape.
Yeah, there's not much you can do right now to them, but during the final fight, that becomes part of, like, the puzzle of destroying Raphael. Okay. All right, so, I mean, this is the door.
Without hope's disguise, the damned soul realizes you are an imposter in the hells, and is...
You know what it is? It is because of the group. Because there's only 4 of us with, disguises. Because she only disguised... I wonder if I can do seeming on everybody. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Load game. That's what it is. This is the way we're supposed to go. But because Hope only gives the disguise to the 4 people in the party... I thought Hope put that on all of you, appeared to. No. So... if you look at everybody in the party, it's only on the 4 people in the party. But if you look at everybody else, the first, I'll look again. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that's what it is. I think she only... Yeah, because, like, here's Minsk. He looks normal. Will looks normal. Yeah, like, you can see the difference between here's Lizelle and she looks completely normal, and here's Shadowheart. Okay. This is an interesting problem. I did not know this was an issue with this mod. Okay. Because you're in a hostile area, can't go to camp. Yeah, so I think... Okay, so a couple options. I think probably the easiest, and probably the one that will actually work, is I break the group into 2 groups. The 4 of us who have the seeming on us, and the rest I stick back in the beginning room, essentially. That does mean there will be a fight I'm gonna get into that I'm gonna have to do with just 4 of us. And I've made it more difficult. Yeah, in my head, we were thinking about the same thing. There's a couple other things I guess I could try. I believe I've got seeming. I've got a couple of scrolls of seeming, I think. Oh, this is like the thing. Okay. Yes. Sunbeam. Polymorph, sickness, scorching ray, seeming. Team B is just... If this is where you're headed back to, Team B is just backup. That is true. I'm curious if it's only Hope's disguise that works, or if I cast seeming on 4 other people. How long does seeming last? How long? Okay. Let's try this. Let's try this. Okay. We're going to group out. So Karlach, whoops. And Shadowheart, and it was Astarion is the other one? Yes. Okay, so 4, yeah. Come on. Okay, so the 4 of us have hopes. Does Gale also know seeming? He might have a scroll of it. I don't think he's... You know, I could give him the scroll and he could learn it. That's probably what I should do. Hey, Delcoon. Welcome on in. Do stinking slow sleet. Seeming. Blunk. And then close this, that. You know, also, I don't think she's got invisibility. Yeah, I think you were supposed to also... Drink a potion that lets you see people who are invisible. Or someone was supposed to. Okay. Why don't we come over here? Gale, why don't you... No, I don't want you to cast spell Orkira. I want you to be Gale.
Salutations.
I want you to learn that spell. Great. Oh, you do have a free slot because I'm bad at this. Seeming. Okay. So now the question is... Okay, so we want Gale and Lizelle. And Will. I get one more. Guess we'll go with Halson. Then we'll put Jaheira and... Nope. Nope, that didn't work. I might only be able to have 2 groups. Okay, group. We do Gale and Halson and Will and Lizelle. Okay, then we'll leave you 2 as individuals. Okay.
Your desire?
Gale.
Right.
Come over here with your group.
I can't feel my legs. I can't feel my skin.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Creeping, stalking, walking, crawling. I see you.
Okay, that was interesting. I don't think seeming is gonna work. I mean, it made them something completely different, but I don't think that's... Looks like it rebounded on me. No, it worked on all 4 of us. It's just... Well, you know what? There's only one way to try.
Without hope.
Nope. It's hope's disguise. It's specifically hope's disguise. Okay, so yeah, we gotta leave everybody else behind in the room and just take the 4 people that have hope's disguise. Okay. It's not the end of the world, but it's fun to know. All right, so it's going to be Kira Karlak. Okay, not the end of the world, so. Yep. And nope, that didn't work. Need you 2, and you, and you. Okay. And then let's move.
Should mind my step.
You 4 over there. Okay.
Which way to the nearest library?
All right, Gale, you're going to be in charge of Group B.
Gale, you will perhaps be able to explain who has not. What exactly is the difference between a devil and a demon?
Ah, fascinating question. One that boils down to which criteria we choose to apply. Are we speaking about the Physiological? Theological? Etymological?
Just how to kill.
Illogical.
Oh. Then for your purposes, they are exactly the same.
Indebted disguise. Yeah, see, I just now noticed. Indebted disguise. It's only the 4 of them. Man, that sucks. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? Like I said, not the end of the world. Does anyone have a potion of mind reading before I send these... Not mind reading. Well, actually, a potion of mind reading, too, but... That's also... Yeah, okay. Orkira does have a potion of mind reading. I also need a potion of... Well, she doesn't need the potion of flying anymore. Hey, Karlak, have some potions of flying. What I do need is a Angelic Flame Slumber. I do need a potion of sea invisibility. There we go. We're gonna swap. Come over here. Okay. Gale just took that. That's great. That's not what I wanted, but that's fine. All right, Gale, you take your party. You come and hang out in here.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
The fun thing is I'll still have access to all of their inventory.
What to do?
What we're gonna do is we're gonna try to make a potion of sea invisibility, because apparently that's what I gotta do. This isn't Wetzel's Pretzels. Sorry, I'm all turned around, right? Spellbook Alchemy. Looks for sea invisibility. Craft. And now you. Blunk. There we go. Okay. Let's save. Well, I have made the game more difficult, and now it's just the 4 of us. Let's do this, Leroy Jenkins. There will be at least one fight that's gonna be difficult. Perfect Eternal Debtor. Waltzing Eternal Debtor. Well, let's talk to some folks.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Don't look at me. I'm dancing. I love to dance. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Let's go look at some outer portals.
Over here.
Hi.
When is a door not a door?
When it's a jar.
When it's a jam jar.
Ooh, jam. I like jam.
You won't find a way out here. Or a way in.
What is this place?
This is the Chamber of Egress. The portals here crisscross the plains, but they won't open to the likes of you and me. This is how Raphael consults with his clients so efficiently, no matter the time, no matter the place, and it's how he stalks his prey.
Must be something useful here.
There is. There is. If you stare into the portals long enough, your mind starts to do cartwheels and tricks you into thinking you're falling into a horrible, yawning void. It's one of my favorite ways to pass the time. But you have no time to waste, or time will waste you. And what you need from the house is in the archive. Not here!
I mean, but they are pretty.
The gods cannot see me.
The splendid city of Athkatla hums beyond the portal.
Well, there's Neverwinter.
Neverwinter, Jewel of the North.
They said Neverwinter, Jewel of the North. I wonder if the cult of the Absolute has influence there as well.
Oh, there's Waterdeep.
Waterdeep, the crown of the North.
Waterdeep. The forces of the Absolute could threaten even the City of Splendors if they were to reach it.
Hey, look.
Salty air, the patter of feet. Baldur's Gate lies beyond.
Nothing can harm me.
This portal leads directly to the frigid citadel of Mephista, nestled in the Hells.
Not a place I want to go.
Mephista, home to the archdevil Mephistopheles. Raphael's bold indeed if he ever visits uninvited.
Secrets of the port city of Luskan flutter behind this portal.
Luskan, city of sails, the far north of the Sword Coast, in the shadow of the spine of the world.
I don't know where I learned all of this about Faerun, but, you know, I hung out with...
Lanzo Baranzan, the jewel of the Underdark, lies beyond.
No one back home will ever believe this.
I hung out with a lot of really smart people, so... Alright. We want to be careful not to steal anything until we're ready.
I heard a step upon the boards as something wicked came to.
This is pretty. I think this is if we wanted to jump our way along to a specific place, but... Oh, wait, hold on. Who's this? Nope, just someone who's gonna laugh for eternity and be upset. Okay.
Let's see what this does.
Wrath, the purest of all things that burn.
Let's see. It's a little inner balcony. Look at that. We're concerned to report a regrettable incident within our esteemed House of Hope. It has come to our attention that one of the guests, driven by madness, driven to madness by insatiable curiosity, attempted to breach the sanctity of your revered boudoir. Vigilant guards especially intervened and presented, yes, please don't, blah, blah, blah. Hey, we're letting you know that shit happened, but we stopped it. But please don't be mad that shit happened.
I deserve this. Thank you. Thank you.
He said he'd turn my eyes in on themselves. To see inside me. Rolling and rolling until they burst.
Yeah, you know, happy things.
I like to watch the door to the boudoir. I like to see who goes in, who comes back out, and who never does.
Do you know what goes on inside the room?
Oh, I like to peep through the keyhole. There's so much to see. So much to see.
Does he mind you watching?
Why? It was his idea. Here I watch. Forever and forever. Oh, I can never join in. But I'll always look.
Eh. Alright.
What's that?
Okay, if I remember correctly, there's gonna be a wisdom save, and then there's gonna be an intelligence save, and, we don't have Gale with us. let's try. Nope, that's not gonna be enough though.
An infernal gem seething in its cage, protecting the secrets of its master.
Who's got a... Do you have a bonus
Watch
to your
your back.
intelligence? You've got at least a bonus to your intelligence. Let's why don't you try it? It is... Here, try it again. Try it again. Did you get that item that boosts your intellect? No, that item is called Gale. Oh, come on. Oh, no. In Act 1 with the ogres? No.
An infernal gem seething in its cage, protecting the secrets of its master.
Okay, there's gotta be... I don't think I've got anything that's gonna be able to help here besides guidance and Astarion having a bonus instead of a detriment. No, yeah, the bonus is Astarion is
Show your invitation.
Excuse me? No, this is not... This is something else. I need to get in here because I know this is where Maul's contract is.
No time to rest.
Okay, wait. Where's... Okay, so I know I did enhance ability on me, but can I recast it on him? Hope, daylight, go for warning, masculine.
Am I still breathing?
Enhance ability. Constitution, strength, dexterity, charisma, intelligence. All right.
Touch me.
And guidance. Come on, Astarion, you got this.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Okay. There it is. I could not care less about the rest of it. This is the thing. Can I examine? Oh, I was hoping to read it. Oh well. That's the thing I gotta give to Maul, so that they are no longer... I guess I'll also steal. All this you can see in magical and ordinary darkness range of 40 feet. You cannot be blinded. The wielder has +2 bonus to saving throws against spells. Attacker can't land. Oh, I mean, this is nice. We will take that. What kind of armor is it? Can't land critical hits on the wearer. That is real nice. mean, I feel like Karlach could use an upgrade. Because, I mean, Wrath is nice, but +2 bonus to save. Returns. Yeah. Yeah. Karlach.
I'd love to, thanks.
I'd love for you to have an upgrade to your helmet. Yeah. And we'll just add that to Wares. Very nice.
I've got a long road ahead.
Or we're going to save so that I don't have to make that intelligence saving throw again. Oh, God. Okay. I don't think there's anything else in here. Oh, there's the staff. Okay, yeah, I mean, let's grab the staff.
Useful.
What's the staff do? Game plus spell save DC. Alleviates the arcane burn of spell. I think I already have one of these. Oh, that's what lets me counterspell. Yeah.
On my way.
Okay. Mystic Force Curtain. Okay, so I need to get an invitation in there, but I need to talk to someone to get the invitation.
Am I still breathing?
I don't want to look in the chamber pot. But we'll talk to them.
Away! This is Raphael's chamber pot.
Do you know when Raphael will come
I
home?
never know. I just wait. So nicely.
Are you its guardian?
Its admirer, its protector. It is my one true beloved.
Yep, this is hell. That's an inner balcony.
You look positively wretched.
Oh, hi.
Perfect.
Discussion.
Hello again, little mice. The price for speaking is steep, but I must give warning.
Sure.
Your prize is just ahead in the archive, but you can't take it yet. And even if you could, you mustn't. Trigger the alarm, and Raphael will come swooping home on wings of malice to rip out your soul.
You know.
In this house, thieves are melted like butter and spread onto toast. Shh. I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again.
Yep.
I can. I shall. I can. I shall.
You are. You got this.
Archivist is the key. But he's as stubborn as a king and as serious as a heart attack. Exploit his fiddling weakness and make him grovel! Oh no. They hear me. Speak quickly, speak softly. You know how this goes.
Yeah, always wisdom. Never anything else if I can avoid it. Oh, come on. Yeah. Much better. Much better.
You steady your mind and prepare your questions.
How should I deal with the archivist?
He fears authority figures. Perhaps his teacher took a strap to him and left a deep impression at an early age. There's one regular visitor that he particularly fears. She is...
A crack like breaking bone. Hope winces.
I need a name. I'm gonna let this one
It's on the
ride.
tip of my tongue, but they sliced off the tip of my tongue.
I know there's other ways of
Hope
getting this.
vanishes from sight, and the house seems to tighten around you like a constricting artery.
It's a padded sofa, you know, just for funsies. Okay.
But I will not let you bring disorder into the archive.
I'm not bringing anything, you little fusspot. I'm just here to watch the story unfold. Well, well, well. Look what we have here.
I cleanse the books. I comb each and every line for falsehoods and purge 'em pure.
Like you're supposed to do.
Can't resist the faintest hint of a temptation, can you? I suppose that makes two of us. That little disguise Hope gave you is adorable. I can see right through it, of course. And so will Raphael. He's going to notice you nosing around his house. I hope you're ready to face a very angry devil.
Why don't you run off and tell him, Corilla? You love tattling to Daddy, don't you?
What are you doing here?
Me? This is home base. I'm not even going to ask what you're doing here. Plausible deniability. Might want to steer clear of my sister Hope, though. She's mad as a March hare. If she'd just agreed to serve Raphael, he'd probably have released her a long time ago. As things stand, she's his favorite toy. We're all mad here. But Hope and hell? Why, that's the definition of insanity.
Myself and Hope have found over an alliance. I mean... Hope it... Yeah. I don't want to admit anything to her, but let's see if we can get some more information.
She is. Though we've got about as much in common as a princess and a pauper. Raphael offered her the world. She didn't want it. He sweetened the deal. She said no. No matter how many times he upped the ante, she just laughed in his face. He didn't like that. Eventually, he took her by force, trapped her and swore he wouldn't let her go till she gave him what he wanted. Conversion. The stubborn ass has endured more torment than any soul should be able to. Even when he took all of her skin, she held on to hope. Raphael finds that puzzling. And he loves puzzles. You being here is another puzzle. You don't seem like you want to die. You want my advice? Enjoy whatever life remains to you. When Raphael catches you, you'll never enjoy anything again.
Bye. All right, let's talk to the archivist.
A guest? Are you a client of the Master, or a visitor from elsewhere in the Hells? I do not believe you were invited. One moment. I shall consult the visitor's schedule.
His eyes flicker back and forth as if he is reading a book. He has the schedule memorized. Or it's carved into his eyelids.
I mean, probably, yeah.
Most irregular. The schedule is all but clear, and yet you are here.
All right, here we go. I mean, fortunately, it's only a 10, so... Thank you.
No visitors expected, other than Corilla Hearthflame and Virilius Receptor, Zariel's High Inquisitor.
All right, my deception ain't great, but we're gonna give it a try. At least it's charisma. Do I want to Eagle Splendor this? Nah. I'm gonna roll again. We're gonna use my last. Here we go. It's my last one.
1,000 apologies, O majestic magistrate of the Infernal Court. Your mortal guise is so vile, I found it perfectly convincing. I would prostrate myself before you and kiss your calluses, but my spine is ruptured in 1,000 places. You do know how Raphael likes to play. As always, the archive is yours to peruse. You'll find everything accounted for, and I can present documents of procurement if necessary.
Any new highlights of the
A
collection?
fine pair of gauntlets that allow the wearer to twist the head from even the most resilient malingerer. An amulet that causes the blood to surge and the heart to swell, along with other parts. Most invigorating. And awaiting installation, we have secured a rod that gathers the weave around it in great quantities, just as surely as shit gathers flies.
Eloquent. I'd like to see the hammer, please.
An exquisite and most unique artifact, crafted with materials hewn from the depths of the hells by Raphael's Merrigan labor force. As it was created by Raphael himself, we have no documents of procurement, nor do we require any. But if you wish to examine the artifact itself, you are more than welcome. As part of the special collection, that item is guarded by a master word that even I do not know. I suggest you wait until Raphael returns, and you can discuss the matter with him. You are welcome to relax in the boudoir until then. It is where Raphael conducts his most private matters of business and pleasure. You will need this to gain access. The resident of the boudoir will wish to explore every inch of your new form.
Yeah!
And I'm sure you will be happy to share.
And that's where the impervious sphere. Yeah, I know. The Nautiloid Adventures. Yeah, we're gonna be back. We're gonna be back here to plunder this place. Those are the gauntlets I gotta grab. That's just a vista. That's the hammer. Good thing we don't have Lizelle with us. That's the Amulet of Greater Health, which would be nice to get, but if we end up not actually getting it, it's not the end of the world. Okay. Anyway, to the boudoir. Yeah, I don't need the mind reading potion. I just need to do the one detect thoughts, which I guess I'll, for the one time, use the actual thingy. These over here, yeah. The boudoir invitation. Oh, let's save. Oh, we still got a little bit of time. Relax time? Yeah, not really. There's no relaxing in the House of Hope.
I thought you'd got lost and died. The archivist told you to cool off in the boudoir. Well, here it is. A horrid place where pleasure is pain and pain is pleasure and hope cannot live at all.
You think there's anything that might help inside?
Nothing stopping you from taking a peek inside. But you might get much more than an eyeful.
Oh, I'm sure.
Everything in this house exists for Raphael's pleasure and Raphael's pleasure alone. That includes Raphael himself, whatever form he takes.
Alright, so I'm just gonna warn you all ahead of time. This is the fight I was talking about where we're just gonna have to do the fight with 4 people because there is a specific encounter where you agree to do something with someone and for it you get the information that you need.
Every day there is less of me.
And this is going to be one of those moments in where it'd just be so much easier be so much easier if Orkira would be like, something over there. Let's everybody get the faucet. There we go. It'd be so much easier if she was okay with just, you know, doing the thing, but she won't.
It's hot. It's cold. It's hot. It's cold.
Okay, so that's a lever. That's a lever. I believe. I don't know if the lever's actually. I don't remember what the levers do, but I know the button. That button that was over there. Wasn't expecting to see through the wall.
A lost little mouse is running through the house.
Oh, gods. What the fuck have I stumbled into?
A thief in the night, greedy and here to take. Why are you here, little thief?
You're looking very skimpy. You're looking very... I gotta.
Raphael? Ha! No. You will have a far crueler master than Raphael soon. But what inspired you to pay him a visit?
I'm sorry, somehow we ended up at Burning Man. Is that... I mean, this feels too audacious for her. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you.
This is very naughty. Whatever are we to do? Why don't we play a game? You win, I give you everything you desire. But you'll enjoy yourself more if you lose.
I'm not gonna play with you.
There is one way to leave here alive, darling. Play with me. Pretty please. I'd hate to have to kill you.
What's the
It's
game?
a surprise. Off with your clothes.
Not happening.
Tut, tut. You will make a pretty feast.
Yeah, here we go. So, yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things in where, no, there's no way in all of the 9 hells that Orkira is just gonna have, make any deals with any devils to do anything nonetheless. Yeah. Alright, so let's we can cut loose with everything since you got the faucets, right? Yes. Okay. I know there's gonna be a bunch of imps that are gonna show up. Can we get...
Jimmy on the go.
Ah, that was not what I wanted to do, so I guess we are shooting. Can I rush? I can.
The hammer's gonna fall.
Nice. No, they're doing the ethereal escape thing. Crud. All right. Whack him. Nice. Or her. I should say her. Okay. Yep. There's all the imps. Okay. Salmon. Well, there you are, Harlip. Yes. Ethereal escape is when damage victim spends a reaction to escape to the ethereal plane. He returns to the battlefield at the start of the next turn. Oh, it is a he. Okay. So yes, fire resistance, lightning, cold, and poison. That's good to know. Start of his next turn. Okay. Can I at least get a sneak attack in here before things go south?
Yes, here.
I think Karlak is still... Yeah, poison. So this, I'm not really gonna have a... Alright, so let's just do... Oh, you're just far enough away. Okay, fine. I don't want darkness. This is just acid damage. You're not an elemental. Eh. That could be interesting. If I do this, can I get any other... That might be useful, actually. These imps are... No, not with these guys. Okay. I don't think there's anything as a...
Nothing will stand in my way.
Okay. Let's... Okay, what can... Fire immunity. That's fine. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna Spirit Guardians at 6th. I'm gonna Spirit Guardians at 6th level. I'm gonna move over here.
One day I'll catch a break.
Here? Yeah. We'll get back to back with Karlak. And we're gonna spiritual weapon. Bam.
Time to push my luck again.
Can't give up.
And same thing with you. You are going to... Spirit Guardians. Why don't we do 5th level for you?
Got to press on.
Here. And you get your... Let's get your spear up. And there. There we go. I'm not going to counterspell Eldritch Blast. I will... Yeah, that's right. Fly right through. Nice. Yeah, Karlak's taking a beating, but that's okay. Come on, fly right through. All right. Well, Karlak, you're right here, so sure. Go ahead and... And then why don't you come back here? Can you get a sneak attack now? No. Shoot. Okay. Alright, well, you know what? Let's stab you. Or actually... Yeah. Let's do the stabs. And yeah. Nice. Yeah. Nice. All right. Orkira is just gonna move over here.
I need to hold on.
What hurt her? I don't know, but we'll do a cure wounds at 5th level.
Take hero.
Oh, she lost her spirit guardians. What the hell? I'll also do a healing word. All right. Why don't you come over here?
On the move. Holding fast. I need healing.
What is hurting all of you? Okay, so fine. Mass cure wounds. 2, 3, 4. Oh, crap. Well, that sucks. I messed that up. That's all right. That's all right. And kill you again. I don't think I can get over there, so I'll just go here and be a little protective. What are you gonna try to do there? Stab him. Nice. Okay. I still can't get a sneak attack on him. But let's continue to... Let's continue to just nail him down. Yeah. Roar! Alright. Mass healing word. Yeah. Nice. And then, why don't we... You... What is going on? No, wait, I don't understand. I don't understand.
Got to concentrate.
Alright, let's try this again, except without failing this time. Finish something. And we're gonna move here. And we need you to move there. So we just surround this. I need you to move here so that you can shoot this little imp. Oh, nice. Excellent. You got any movement left?
Close ranks.
Perfect. Yeah, you're just not allowed to do anything. I think the charm failed, and then you just got hit by the spirit guardians. Okay. That's all right. How's that ethereal jaunt working for you, Harlep? There we go. Okay, we need to...
No time to dally.
We need to not dally, and also... spiritual weapons will go away in a minute.
Loud? No, never mind.
Okay. Well, that could have been a lot worse. We'll definitely take that. We don't need the underwear. And yeah, we will take the gloves. Your weapon attack deals additional fire damage. Your unarmed attacks deal additional and can possibly affect. We don't have anyone. We don't have a monk. Unarmed attacks. Okay, wait. What are you wearing? Chooses to end their rage. E. Spell attack rolls and spell save DCs. No, I want you to be able to do that. Okay. Maybe this is a good thing for... What do you got? We get advantage on melee attack rolls while surrounded by two or more foes. Yeah, you know what? Minsk... We'll come back to you. We will... This could be good for Minsk. And he ain't got any fun gloves. Okay. Taming Hope Part 3? Oh.
Here we go. Looking ahead.
Oops. I was gonna read this. You made it hard for yourself. Kill a child in front of me, torture family. Oh yeah, this is just nasty stuff. Vengeful imp. I don't think the imps are gonna have anything on them.
All's well that ends.
Yeah.
Not as bad as it could have.
All right, button. Let's just press the button.
That might be good.
That's all right. We have the key to the safe. I don't need no soul coins, but I will take the notes. I believe the notes. Oh, Welcome and thanks to my play. They've learned the Astroprism secret. The hammer will be kept safely. What shall it be? Perhaps give me my heart's desire. Done.
Need from the archive.
Soul coins for Karlak, though. Yeah, so here's the thing. I do not have her eating the soul coins. Now, maybe it's just... they
breathe deep.
I don't know if they've gone into detail about what the soul coins are in this game. I have never heard anyone actually mention it. Come on, Orkira. Why is it not healing Orkira? Would you... There we go. I don't think that they've actually... Yeah, Vroom's her engine, but here's the thing. I don't know if they've actually mentioned it in-game anywhere. I've never seen it. But canonically, there are souls in those coins. And when you use them, it devours the soul. And I know Orkira knows what those are. And I think canonically Karlak probably does too. So... There's a book about soul coins. Thank you, Delcoon. Yeah, like, I'm sure it's somewhere. I don't think any of them actually mention it, and it's possible Karlak actually doesn't know. So except for the one that, like, when you first get it, and she's like, it revs me, yay, and then she runs around. I don't have her using any of them, because Orkira knows what they are. And she can't. She can't abide the idea of, here you go. Here's a soul. Eat a soul. Like, she can't do it, so. Yeah, that too. Imp in my head says there is something that happens if she gulps too many coins at once. There's that too, but it's mostly the role playing of Orkira knows that those are souls, and if you consume a soul coin, you're really consuming the soul. Okay. It is 1 o'clock, and basically what's going to happen next is things are about to pop off. So I think now is a good time for us to pause. Sorry, Puddleglum, you just arrived as we're about to stop. I'm so sorry. But yeah, because I think the next thing that's about to happen is we go to the place with all the loot, and we grab the loot, and then I get these 4 over to where everybody else is hiding. And then, or no, I gotta get everybody to where we're gonna save Hope, which is, I don't remember exactly where that is, but I'll figure that out next time. So I gotta get everybody to where we're gonna save Hope. I grab the hammer and all of the loot. We go save Hope, and then we book it for the exit. And then the other big fight's gonna happen. So there's gonna be a lot of big fighting happening next time. And I gotta get everybody back together. So yeah, I think this is a good place for us to stop. But before we go, yeah, so for those of you who missed it, the reason that suddenly I've got all these mods going on is because I was trying to create that lovely little blue dragonborn up there, Udazash, who is in my Friday night Shadows over Baldur's Gate stream with all of these amazing people. It is an awesome game. I absolutely love playing that stream. Fridays at 5 p.m. Pacific over on the Crit Hit Chronicles channel. It is the spiritual successor to this game that I'm playing right here with some very unique characters happening afterwards. We just finished up, I don't want to say completely stopping the Cult of Tiamat. We stopped their plans in Elturel for the moment and killed Archon the Cruel and helped out Halsin. Yay! And so now we're going off to go save a friend of ours who was kidnapped in the process of while we were doing all of that. So we are heading off to the Wood of Shattered Teeth to go deal with a bunch of werewolves, which I'm sure will be fine. We might find out the answer to what happens if a dragonborn is bitten by a werewolf. Who knows? I'm sure it'll be fine. But yeah, come by on Fridays for that. And later today, Players in Book. Players in Book, Sundays, 3 p.m. Pacific, over on the Players in Book channel, where, hey, if you like watching me play a cleric, you can see me playing a Tabaxi cleric, a storm cleric, a tempest cleric specifically, not the healer type, the kind that wants to whack you over the head with a hammer. There, we might have just found out that information that we thought was true is false. You know, little information like that. So yeah, there we're in the middle of finding out about a lot of machinations that are going on. So stop on by. That is, if you're watching live, if you're in either the Dungeon Scrawlers chat or the Moonbeam Realm chat, that is in 2 hours from now. You can watch us live on Players in Book. Both of these streams, including also this stream, but both Players in Book and Shadows over Baldur's Gate. If you go to our YouTube channels, you can catch up on all of our streams. And as always, thank you to the lovely folks over at Dungeon Scrawlers for letting me take over your channel once a week to play this game. Yes. If Astarion snatched those coins while Orkira isn't looking. You know, imp in my head, I wouldn't be surprised if he did, although we are at the point in where Astarion has made the turn. He's made the turn. He decided not to become the vampire ascendant. He's starting to be a better person. And I think he, especially here in Hell, where everything comes with a price, I actually could see him, knowing what those coins are, deciding to leave them alone. That, like, this place feels like just not going to touch anything. I could see him deciding, both for moral and for practical reasons, nah, just not going to take it. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for everybody coming by in the chat. Thank you for Dungeon Scrawlers for letting me take over your stream for a little while. And we'll see you next encounter.